Hey, it's Megan Hogan from meganhogan.com, where I am documenting my journey to entrepreneurship. And I just finished reading a really good book called Scary Close by Donald Miller. And I grabbed this book from my library because I thought it was a marriage book. The subtitle is Dropping the Act and Finding True Intimacy. So I got it just thinking, oh, this will be something good to read with the hubby, and, we could read it together or talk about it. That was really it. But I identified with so many things that Donald Miller says throughout the book, and it's about getting scary close to everybody and letting people really know who you are and knowing yourself and being vulnerable. And he writes it in such a easy to read way that it's almost too easy, because he's telling a story about peeing his pants as a kid and covering his crotch with his coat, and then all the kids could smell it, and he lied and said a dog peed on his coat. He's telling stories like that, but the real takeaway is everybody's got a story, and it's not the story they're telling. And I'm just like, it really could have been called that, because as much as it's a relationship book, it's so much more than about like marriage or your, one-on-one intimate relationships. And so some of the key little takeaways that I have here, here's my little notebook, is everyone's got a story, and it's not the one that they're telling. People make themselves appear better than they are when they feel threatened. Think about it. It's just like a dog who puffs up his chest to make himself look bigger than he is when he feels threatened by another animal. That is so true, especially today, where you can almost be anybody that you say you are, especially if you have an internet connection. You just put it on your LinkedIn profile or, whatever. Those of us who are never satisfied with our accomplishments believe no one will love us unless we're perfect. Boom. He talks about how important it is to be authentic, but that people who feel like nobody's going to really like them unless they're perfect, they know they should be authentic and they want to be authentic, but then they're writing and rewriting the words that they use to describe themselves. I could relate so much, because you want to show up as if you care and you're prepared and you're respectful, but yet sometimes you're kind of just always practicing and rehearsing. And he calls it the entertainment gene. And he says how he's just kind of always rehearsing backstage, writing and rewriting the words to use that he uses in his books so that they appear effortless. And I'm like, oh, Donald Miller, let's have coffee, let's do lunch. And oh my gosh, yes, he said it way better than I ever could have. And then ultimately that the risk of trusting people is worth the reward, and that healthy relationships happen between two healthy individuals. So he talks about codependency and manipulation, and that's all super interesting and really valuable. But for me, my big takeaway was just in this feeling like you're performing or you're an actor, and how life is exhausting when the person who you are on the outside and the person on the inside don't necessarily line up. And it's not that you're a liar, but sometimes you just put too much emphasis on what other people will think about you. And I could relate to that so much, especially doing stuff like this and putting myself on the YouTube where people are not always so nice. Be nice, everybody. So I definitely recommend this book, whether you're in a relationship or you just want to be a healthy person who would be good for a healthy relationship. Or if you're in a position where you're putting yourself out there, like in a business environment or online, really anything, anywhere. I got mine from the library because I'm cheap and I read so many books. I'm going to do this again with another book. I don't know what it is. We'll see what the library's got. But I have notes that I've typed up, and if you're watching this not on my website, I'll put the link below so that you can see the notes, but I absolutely recommend this book. It's really great. It's not at all preachy, even though it's like self-help, because he's telling it in a fun memoir type story, but every time there's like a little built-in lesson. You might even want to read it more than once. So I hope you grab the book. Donald Miller, if you're watching, thanks. I loved your book. And take care, everybody. Until next time.